Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Brand Swan Live. Super excited this week because the speaker is none other than our very own Kelsey Buckingham. Kelsey is Brand Swan's media manager, and she's actually been doing more account management as well. So those of you who work with us get to see and talk to Kelsey a lot. Kelsey is a social media organizing genius, which I realized because I got to the point where I didn't want to think about the optimal time to post content anymore. And Kelsey was like, oh, well, Hootsuite was telling me that Tuesday at this time and Thursday at this time are the best times. So I was like, you know what? You are taking this over. I give it all to you. I don't even want to think about it anymore. So that is the person that we're going to be learning from today. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Kelsey. Tell us more about yourself.
Hey guys, this is weird because usually I'm on the other end of these things and I'm hiding behind the camera. So a little bit about me. Actually, I'm going to share my screen really quick so we can have my presentation ready. Technical difficulties as my computer tries to keep up with me. All right. So as Jen mentioned, today we're going to be talking about how to save time and improve marketing ROI with content calendars. But first, a little bit about me. I'm media manager at Brand Swan. I have 5 years of experience in social media management. I actually interned with our co-founder, Jane Clark, during my senior year of college, which is where I started learning everything about marketing and social media, and that Hootsuite shows you what times it's best to post for your different platforms. I have my English degree in from the University of Delaware, and my concentration is actually in literary studies, but I found out shortly after I graduated that I actually like marketing more than researching books 24/7. And right before the call, we were kind of going on about this. I have a little bit of an obsession with planners, calendars, office supplies, sticky notes. So I'm really excited to talk to you about content calendars today. So let's get started. So content calendar. What is a content calendar and why should you be using them? Simply put, a content calendar is just a method of organizing your social media content, and there's a lot of ways that you can organize your calendars. You can do grids, there's dashboards, you can do it week by week or monthly. At Brand Swan, we actually do calendar layouts monthly, and I will schedule all of our posts on a month-by-month basis if time allows. Whereas usually we are never scheduling less than a week out in advance. Content calendars have a lot of benefits. They help you stay organized. You can save so much time. You can never miss key dates. They give you the ability to see the effectiveness of your post with your social media analytics. They allow you to they allow you to post more consistently, and with more posts, you're going to get better engagement and you're going to have a bigger brand presence for your business. And overall, having everything organized and scheduled out in a calendar is just less stress for you. So what should you include in your content calendar? What I like about content calendars is you can include whatever you want. The 3 main things that I like to include when I'm making a calendar for Brand Swan or a client is what platforms are we posting to? Are you posting to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn? Where are your posts going? I like to schedule the dates and times for when our posts are going out. When there's between the different social media platforms, different posts get better engagement at different times. So if I'm scheduling a blog post to go out on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, I'm not going to get the same engagement on the same day or even different times. So what I like to do is I would like to skip right now. I'm going to post a blog post on Wednesday, and these are the times that it's going to go live across the different platforms. Just a good way to keep organized and keep track of when everything's supposed to go out. I also like to make note of what topics are getting shared when. And there's so many topics that you can include on your calendar. You can post about your services, your testimonials, blogs, resources, freebies, giveaways, even product pictures or your portfolio. Now, you don't have to schedule all of these topics. You can just start small and pick what works for you. Usually 2 to 3 days a week is a good place to start for your business. I think with Brand Swan, we started at 2 to 3 days, and now we've worked up to 4 to 5 posts a week. And actually, I'm going to show you an example of Brand Swan's content calendar. So this is actually from last month's content calendar that I made for Brand Swan. And you can see the different topics, the different times. I'm a big fan of color coding, so I don't actually write the platform names in there. I just have it color coded. Facebook is dark blue, Twitter's light blue, made Instagram purple and LinkedIn orange, so that's not really important. But you'll see that I have Mondays scheduled is where we announce our Brand Swan live speakers. So every Monday, we're going to talk about a different speaker. And then on Tuesdays is when we have a tip series, which is where our team members will share different marketing, branding, or web design tips. Fridays, we have scheduled our speaker reminders. And then we have monthly posts, which usually don't go out on the same day. They're just scheduled throughout the month. So we'll share one blog a month, one testimonial a month, and then we'll talk about our services or resources. Like last month, we launched our brand assessment quiz, which was really popular. So you probably noticed that the content calendar I just showed you is actually a Google Doc. There are a lot of places where you can make a content calendar, and there's a lot of specific platforms. You can make them on places like Trello and Sprout Social and Hootsuite. And all of these platforms have their pros and cons. But the biggest factor is most of the time, you eventually have to pay for those platforms to get the features that you want. So having a place to customize a content calendar for free and have it do whatever you want is actually really great. So I'm going to show you how to make a content calendar without using a special program. So you can do this in Microsoft Word or Google Docs or wherever you make your Word documents. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it in Google Docs. So we're going to go to New, make a document type. Some people actually do make them in Excel spreadsheets, but I like to use Google Docs more because sometimes I will have the actual posts and captions in the bottom of the document along with all my hashtags and maybe even pictures that I want to share. So that's why I like to use Google Docs. All right. And then from here, we're just going to make a table. Again, Brand Swan usually likes to do monthly, so we usually make a 7x6 to cover us. But if you want to do just weekly, then you can just do a 7x2 table. But we're going to make a month one here. So 7x6. And then to save time, instead of resizing all of these boxes one by one, what you'll do is you'll take the bottom row, drag it all the way down to the bottom of the page, right-click that, distribute rows, and we have our calendar. So we can go up here, put the days in. I like to start on Sunday. I know some calendars start on Mondays, but I like to start on Sundays. Tuesday, so we put the days of the week in there. And then you could put your dates in here, depending on where the calendar starts that month. So we have a content calendar right here. Now, if you have, for Microsoft Word, you can save your blank content calendar and then just copy and paste it into a new document when you're ready to use it. Same for Google Docs. But if you have a Google Workspace account, like a lot of businesses do, you can actually save this as a template. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So first, let's just name this content calendar. Template. So save that. So once you have this saved and you have the dates and the resizing and whatever you want to put in that, we're going to go back to My Drive and we're going to click New. And instead of opening a new doc, we're going to hover over this little arrow and go click From a Template. And now you're going to see all of Brand Swan's templates and what Jen and I obsess over. So instead of clicking one of these little pre-made templates, we're going to go up here, click Submit a Template, select Document. And down here, you should see the content calendar that we just made. So we'll open that. We're going to submit a copy instead of original. And we're going to put this in the basics category and then submit. So now we have a new template. So when I'm going back here and I need to make March's or April's content calendar, I'll click New, hover over our little arrow again, click From a Template, and our new template's right there. We don't have to make it again. So that's how you make a content calendar and you don't need any fancy programs to use. All right. So just a couple of tips and tricks to utilize your content calendar to the fullest. Batching and scheduling has saved me so much time when I'm trying to balance all of Brand Swan's internal posts and all of our clients' social media posts. So whether you do it weekly or monthly, just schedule some time in your calendar to plan, schedule, write all your posts out. Saves you so much time in the long run. Usually I do Friday afternoons when I don't have any clients talking to me, and I will just knock out 2 weeks of our social media posts and plan them all out, and then I don't have to worry about it for the next 2 weeks. Also, staying organized. So wherever you keep your monthly calendar, keep all your calendar, your captions, your hashtags, your contents, either all in one document or one folder. I know I have our folders organized out by month, and then I have all our captions saved and all our content saved. That way I'm not hopping around to 12 different documents trying to find out what post did I want to schedule for International Women's Day? I don't remember. I know I wrote it somewhere. Stay organized. Saves you so much time. Also, tracking your analytics. So analytics allow you to see which types of posts are working and which ones need to be edited or dropped altogether. There's no point in scheduling your testimonial posts if they're only getting 1 or 2 clicks every couple months. Save time, cut it out, or maybe you just need to change the format or post it at a different time. Having your analytics allows you to compare which posts are working, which are not. And each social media platform has their own analytics tracking, and this is a whole separate presentation in itself. Maybe in a couple months you guys can come back and I'll tell you all about analytics, but just having basics, keeping an eye on everything helps save you so much time in the long run. Also, for everyone here today, I'm going to be sharing a free marketing template with you guys after this presentation goes out. So you'll be able to map out your customer journey, plan out your content themes, your calendars, hashtags, so much more that'll help keep you organized and utilize your content calendars to the fullest. And that's all I have for you guys today. Any questions? I wasn't keeping an eye on Facebook, so I didn't know if we had questions coming through there.
I'm going to have you stop screen sharing for just a second. Okay. So thank you, everyone who was watching on Facebook. We're going to cut to a Q&A for just the Zoom group. So Zoom people stay here, and then I know a couple of you came in a little bit late, so we can show you the earlier content again. So thanks again, everyone watching on Facebook. We've got some great presentations coming up in March that we'll be sharing, so keep an eye out for those, and we will see you guys next week.